What's going on, everybody, and welcome to today's session. We're going to be going over fundamental analysis in the session. Now, we know that there's two types of analysis. We have the fundamental analysis, and then we have technical analysis. Fundamentals that I pay attention to that are in the market, I pay attention to the currency strength, and I also pay attention to the news, what's going on in the real world, what's happening, and the places that I go to check this news are going to be forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com. I'm going to drop the link of this website in the description below. That way you guys can use this as you please. So let's talk about the news in the market. So right here on Monday, February 22nd, we can see at 4 o'clock in the morning, the euro has an orange folder. An orange folder. Now, orange folder means proceed with caution. Proceed with caution, right? So let's go in. We click this manila folder here, and we can check it out what's going on. So I'm just going to go here to why do traders care? It's a leading indicator of economic health. Businesses react quickly to market conditions, and changes in their sentiment can be an early signal of future economic activity such as spending, hiring, and investments. Now, simply to click off of this, all you gotta do is click this little X, and it's gonna go back to the news, and you can see if we're gonna trade on Monday, February 22nd, as it sits right now. We don't have much. Oh wait, we got JPY with a white folder. Now, white folders are bank holidays, and with bank holidays, I treat them as a red folder. I personally do not trade that currency pair because when the banks aren't in the market, guys, the market's not reacting and moving the same. So I just won't trade pairs that are affiliated with the JPY at the time. Same thing, guys, when you come down and you see this red folder here on Tuesday at 10 o'clock in the morning with the United States dollar, we have a red folder, which is stop, proceed, extreme caution, right? This is high impact news. So orange is going to be medium impact. Red is going to be high impact, right? So for this one, Fed Chair Powell testifies. We're going to click on the middle folder here and see what's going on. So it's going to tell you the usual effect. It's more hawkish than expected is good for the currency. So more hawkish than expected is good for currency, right? And then down here, why do traders care? We can see as head of the central bank, which controls short-term interest rates, he has more influence over the nation's currency value than any other person. Traders scrutinize his public engagements as they are often used to drop subtle clues regarding future monetary policy, right? So when you have a red folder and at 10 o'clock a.m. with the USD, guys, look for some massive movement and some weird movement, right? That's why if you're wrong about which direction it's going to go, you could get wrecked. And it's just not worth the risk, guys. So stay out of the markets when you see a red folder. Proceed with caution when you see an orange folder. Yellow folders are very low to no impact. So let's do a recap, right? A yellow folder is low to no impact. Then we have the orange folder, which is going to be medium, proceed with caution type of impact. And then we have the red folder, which is, whoa, something's going on here. Something big is going to be announced or said. Maybe we should avoid this currency pair until the news had to the traders have time to react to the news, and the market has settled down to, found support or resistance, and just face your analysis off the structure at that point, and fundamental analysis and technical analysis at that point, right? And then we have the white folder, which is going to be for bank holidays. And again, I treat the white folder as I treat the red folders. I just tend not to trade that pair or pairs connected to the yen, in this case JPY, or for whatever day or bank holiday it is. Say the USD had a bank holiday. I would avoid that pair. Now, the second part of fundamental analysis that I personally pay attention to, that we pay attention to, is going to be currency strength. And I'm going to find currency strength at livecharts.co.uk. And again, this link will be dropped in the description section below. So that way you guys can go ahead and use this livecharts.co.uk fundamental news and not excuse me for your currency strength. And where you're going to find that is right here. It says currency strength meter. I'm just going to go ahead and left click on that, and it pops up right here is the currency strength. So we have the euro with 4 bars, the GBP, the pound with 4 bars. We have the USD showing 2 bars. We have AUD showing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars. The yen, which is the JPY, is really weak right now. It's got 1 bar. NZD, you can see here, and the Canadian dollar, you can see here, are both very strong, and the SHEP is like the yen and is pretty weak. So now if we were basing our trades off of currency strength, um, what would you be looking for? Great question. So for USD CAD, the base currency being the USD against the Canadian or the counter currency, which is going to be the Canadian dollar. So we have the base currency, the dollar, USD, against the counter currency, which is going to be against Canadian dollar in this example. So we have the USD here and CAD. So we have USD CAD. And with USD CAD, we would be potentially looking for sells because this secondary counter currency is stronger than the base currency, the dollar. So when when you have a currency pair and the second currency in that pair is stronger than the first currency, one could anticipate that it would be going to be looking for sells, right? Now, if we were looking at GBP USD, we can see here that the pound is stronger than the dollar. We can see the pound is stronger than a dollar. And with GBP being the base currency and the dollar being the second or counter currency, you would be looking for buys. So when the first currency pair is stronger, you're going to be looking for buys, guys. And same thing here if we were looking at Euro USD. Euro is stronger than the dollar. The euro is our base currency in the pair. The dollar is going to be the counter currency or the second currency in the pair. And the dollar is weaker. So we'd be looking for buys, Euro USD. Now, if it was Euro GBP, and we can see that both of them are the same strength, then we know that we could be looking more of along the lines of technical analysis. We could check other fundamental news to see what's going on. But at that point, we're going to be looking for technical analysis, following structure, and we're going to get into technical analysis in another video. So for this, guys, I just want to share with you guys what I do when it comes to fundamental analysis and what I really pay attention to. I just pay attention to, global events, high impact news, and I'll be able to find that information at forexfactory.com. And then for currency strength, guys, I personally use Currency Heatwave, and that you can find that in the app. They have a free version as well. I choose to pay the $20. It's a one-time purchase for the app, and I like that better personally. But this works good for a free currency meter. This is very good for a free currency meter. And this is the one that I would recommend if you're going to be using the free currency meters. There are other ones, but I do like livecharts.co.uk personally as the best. Remember, guys, when you're looking at these bars, the more bars you have, the stronger the currency. The less bars you have in the currency are weaker, right? So you can see JPY has 1. It's really weak. AUD has, we'll go with NZD here because it's the strongest. With CAD, NZD has 5 bars, 6 bars, excuse me, and it's going to be the strongest. So if we were looking at NZD, JPY, we'd be looking for buys all day, guys. So with that, I'm going to cut the video. I hope you guys had an amazing